Hello there. This is my second speed build that I'm going to be uploading to YouTube. So, yeah, my first one was a small little cozy house. In this one, I wanted to do a bit of a bigger house, maybe for like a little family, and yeah, I think I did 2 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms for this house, and in the end, it ended up being about 106,000 and some change. Um, and it is on the gallery as well as my first build. So if you would like to download it after you watch this or whenever, feel free to. My name on EA is Cozy Amanda Panda. And so I went ahead and did a brick house because I actually don't do enough brick houses, believe it or not, and I love a good brick house. I also added in a little balcony moment, and I'm putting in little columns to kind of outline the house. I forget what that's called, but yeah, and now I'm picking out some windows. I just did the long base game ones because I really like those ones. Here I am just like kind of making minor adjustments to the house, and figuring out how I'm gonna do the little porch area. It took me a second to really figure out what I was gonna do with the porch. I wasn't sure if I wanted it to stick out or kind of go in, and I thought that it would look better if just the little nook stuck out there. So I went ahead and pushed the porch back. Now I'm just making some minor little adjustments to the roof since I've moved the porch, and I like it when the stairs are like long or have like more steps, I guess I should say. I think it looks really nice, especially on this brick house. And normally, like I said in the last video, I use a blueprint, and for this house I just kind of looked up brick houses and picked one that I thought looked nice and kind of like based the outside off of it instead of using a blueprint for the inside. Yeah, so here I am just kind of I did the roof trim, and I'm looking at windows still. I love the different windows in this game. I really love the growing together ones, which I will end up using on the side. Because I use a lot of base game, but I did use a few growing together for this house as well. Because I think they're so cute, and I like them, and they match my doors that I picked. That was just me looking at different brick, but the one I picked is probably my favorite in the game. It's very cute. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out. I like to have things even, so I was like leveling out the windows on each side to see if they were like matching up. Not that it mattered that much, but I think it matters. There's the staircase I added, and I tried to figure out the upstairs layout as well. It was kind of weird at first because when I first had done it, it like cut off the rooms and made it so I couldn't use them because the roof was in the way or something. I don't know. I've never seen a house do that for me, so I just went ahead and did it differently than I was originally going to, and I think it turned out fine anyways. So all the back and forth is me just like checking the inside and the outside because I always like to make sure that I like the way the window sits from the inside as well as the outside. And now I'm gonna add some fencing around the backyard. I don't always fence in the backyard, but I thought it was very important for me to do it for this yard because I kind of was like, they have kids. I was gonna make it like at least a 1 or 2 kid situation. And here I am using the round pools for the first time because I hadn't yet. It's August, by the way. When you see this, it might be more like September, but it's August and it's my first time using them, and I was excited. So now you're gonna see me do a lot of landscaping. I love landscaping, and I always like to, especially for like a smaller yard where it's a little more confined. I really love to put landscaping on one end of the pool. So it just kind of, I don't know, I think it looks nice. I don't know what you guys think, but I like it like that. I especially love the romantic garden florals. I try not to use them too much because when I first got that pack on my old Sims 4 game that was on my laptop, I literally probably had that crap in every single yard I am not kidding. But I try to limit it. I try not to make the whole yard like romantic garden and whatnot. So, but here's me using some of the new pool paint and like tile and stuff. Ugh, I love it. Oh, I didn't forget the trees till the end this time, so that's fun. I and don't forget terrain paint. I did do some terrain paint in the back, and I'll definitely be doing some more for this build. I actually did a lot of terrain stuff. Because you'll see in a little bit that I ended up giving this yard a cut lawn. So that was fun. That took forever. For the pathway up to the house, I decided against terrain paint this time and actually went for a brick walkway as well because I figured it would look nice. That was the closest brick pattern I could find that looked nice with the house. And for the landscaping, I actually picked a lot of yellow and white, and then I put these little, I forget, I think they're called lily of the valleys, but I put the little grassy patches of lily of the valley underneath because I just thought it looked really nice together. You know what I just realized? I don't think I used any debug in this build, and normally I used a little bit of debug. I don't go all out like some people do, but I did not use any debug, I don't think, which is crazy to me. Oh, and the flowers, the little ones. Oh, I put the little ones in the front. I just thought it looked really cute. And then I sunflowers on the other side to match like the little sunflowers I had put in the back. I just thought it was nice. I'm telling you, I was really feeling the white and yellow. And then of course I had to put a few little stones. Or maybe I should call them rocks. I feel like stones are small and rocks are bigger. I don't know. They're probably both just stones and rocks, really. But oh, here's the part where I was trying to figure out what colors I wanted to use for my nice cut lawn. Um, I went with the darker ones. I don't really like that bright green for the yard. But yeah, this took way longer than it looks. Way longer. When I hadn't sped up that last part a little faster than the rest of the video because it just really dragged on. Um, and here I'm placing little garden planters, decorating the front lawn, and putting like a little fountain. Um, I don't know what happened there. Going back to the speed of the video, would you guys rather watch these on a little bit of a faster speed? The first one I did 7.5, but this one is mainly 8.0 times. And I'm just not really sure. I never really thought about the speed too much. But I don't want it to be too fast. So if you'd like to see it sped up a little more, let me know because I'll definitely speed it up some more. Here I'm just putting on some vines along the side of the house. I really love the vines. Um, I normally put them on most of my builds. I try not to do all of them because I can get repetitive, but I definitely like them. Oh, we're finally moving inside. I love that growing together arch. It's one of my favorites in the game. And I actually really, even though this is such a big space and I normally would never use such a big space for essentially it's two rooms, but it's like one big room. This is a kitchen and this is probably one of my favorite kitchens that I've ever built. Um which is surprising because I've built a lot, but I really do. I ended up really loving this kitchen. It's so big. Could you imagine having such a big, nice kitchen to cook in? I put, listen, I like to try to match the hardware on the cabinets as if it's like real. But I like to try to match the hardware on the cabinets to the silver in the sink. Like see how they're like a silver color? So I tried to go with silver colored appliances. I know that's silly, but and obviously I went with the parenthood counters and cabinets. I also love that in Dream Home Decorator they gave us an oven top and an oven, like a cooktop and an oven. I love that. And as you saw, I have my rewards dungeon down there. Um if you guys know how to put that back in my game, I would really love that because I had all of them and now I don't. So rest in peace to my rewards on my laptop. It's gone forever. Um, well, here I am, picking out some chairs. I think I actually kept with those chairs as well. I do all kinds of weird things in this kitchen, like trying them out. Um, and this is also around the time that I ended up getting the newest pack, the expansion, the love one, Love Struck, I think that's what it's called. And I was living for some of the objects in there, but I didn't want to use them in this build because I mean, I used a few, but not a lot. I really want to use a lot of that stuff for like a separate build. I want to do like a Hispanic themed house in the new world that we got, but I want to look into doing a Hispanic themed house a little better. I would just want to definitely build it as accurately as I possibly can. And you can see that I'm definitely putting quite a lot of things in this kitchen. I normally do like to clutter up the kitchens. This one wasn't too badly cluttered because I just didn't put as much as I normally would, but there is a lot of stuff that ends up in this kitchen, like on the counters and whatnot. Um, and I do not fix them right away. I fix them later in the video. And you will definitely see that in my build style. I tend to like put things out on the floors and in the counters, and I'll fix them later. Sometimes I fix them right then, but sometimes I just fix it later because sometimes I'm just kind of like in a zone almost. Um, and I don't know if you guys know that the Eco Lifestyle floor is my favorite. I used it in the last build and I was like, I need to use something else. I can't use the same one. And I tried to do a half wood, half tile floor, but I just really wasn't feeling it. So I went with a darker wood. I actually ended up changing this because like the more I looked at it, the more I was like, I don't like this anymore. So I ended up doing a different dark wood. I kept the stone wall. A lot of this stuff moves in and out. You're gonna see I move stuff all over. And I ended up picking like a peach like wall to go with a bit of an undertone in the stone. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a slight peach undertone in one of them. I was stuck between blue and peach, and I did think the blue looked better, but I was like, no, this one was gonna have the peach pinky kitchen. And so I went with the peach and I used blue in my last build. It wasn't for the kitchen, but I did use a blue wall. And then I'm using these dividers to kind of, I don't like it when the stone and the wallpaper meet, so I try to like always hide that in some way if I do end up doing that, or I'll pull the stone all the way across. But I want it to be kind of not all the way across for this. So I used the little dividers. I was going for this like all the way across look, and then I was like, no, I don't like it. So I took it back and put the little china cabinet back. I believe the next thing I do is pick out a rug, and I think I checked out a few, but then I went with the pets rug because I put down this big one, and I knew that there was matching ones, so I sized up that little round one. And even though they're not the same exact color, they're like they have similar color tones, so I went with that, and I like it a lot. And I think I used them as some outside rugs in different parts of the house as well, if I remember correctly. Now moving on to the front porch. Um, I think I don't know. I didn't place down floor quite then, but I went and looked at the lights. I like putting out little front porch lights. I think I definitely picked a different one than the one I used the original time. And then I got that zigzag wood. I don't use that a lot, but I liked it for this build a lot. Um, and then I end up using the backyard pack stuff for this build, actually both in the front and the backyard, but I use different swatches in the back than in the front. But I love the little red and white floral swatch. I think it looks really nice. I also love that that pack came with a little wind chime, and I love these flower pots. I don't love all the like wild polka dot colors, but there is a neutral color for most of these objects. And I really like them, and I love the little lantern for the garden, and I love the birdhouse. I love the little garden stuff. I think it's really nice to have. I was actually able to download the backyard pack for free this year because the EA had it for free at one point. Um, and I love when they give out packs for free. I've only had one for free, because I already had some of the packs that they've given out for free before. I had already had them. But yeah, I love it when they do that. Here I am finally doing the living room. Other than um, the growing together doors, I just use base game doors. And for the living room, I even went with the growing together living room type stuff. I really like most of the stuff in growing together. I ended up switching out the couches a little bit because I went with the other couch that's in growing together. I just think it looked a little nicer in here. I love those bookshelves. Those bookshelves are great. They have different looks to them, so when you put both of them next to each other, it doesn't look like you copied and pasted two bookshelves and put them next to each other, which is great. The area of this like living room is so weird because of the doors. So I really had to play around with this. And I know that I was getting towards the end of my first like building session with this house. So you're gonna notice a difference of me kind of like slowing down with how nicely I put things. I guess I forgot to put the lights in the kitchen, so I went back and did that. I chose two different lights. I think I went with those ones that are above the table, and then I just do saucer lights because I actually have saucer lights in my kitchen, so I think it looks fine. Um, but yeah, this is where I get rid of like the different furniture because I'm like, I don't like this couch. Let's do the other one, which I actually do like that couch, but just it wasn't vibing with the room and the way I was imagining it in my head. I feel like it just wasn't cozy enough. I felt like it was a little too like I don't want to say modern, but it gives those couches and chairs give like a modern feel. This is where I really start to clutter some stuff. I uh I of course love putting out plants and little stuff. I know I put little game boards, little owl family. Um I love that eco lifestyle plant. I actually really like these curtains too. I don't use them a lot or I haven't in the past. I think I'll probably start using them more because they look really nice. I think I haven't used them because you have to find like, or I want to find wood that matches it. The wood tops of the curtains, like the rods essentially. Also that basket, cutest thing ever. And when there's those bags that have been moved from the kitchen. And I actually really did not know what to do with that big empty space back there at first. I really did not like it. And I was just putting out some clutter stuff, and then I kind of was thinking, oh, well, I could put a little computer here. So that's what I ended up doing. I put like a little one of the smaller desks, and I think that one's from Tiny Living. I actually really like the smaller desks. I think they're great for smaller spaces or for just fitting something somewhere that don't really have a lot of space. Um, And I have plenty of space there. I just feel like the smaller one would look cuter. And I ended up putting a little easel by it as well. And I love using the little shoe rack and the umbrella thing in a lot of my builds. I think they're just cute and realistic in ways. And also Control 9 to move that stuff up is great. It's wonderful. I love filling shelves where nothing like wants to fit, even though it totally fits. Like, come on, man. I also love that magazine thing. I think it's from Parenthood or something like that, or the Parent Pack. But I love that little magazine thing. I put it in quite a few of my builds, but I forget about it a lot too. There's that easel I mentioned, and I really love having an easel in a lot of my builds because I feel like Sims can really make good money off of selling paintings. Especially for houses that don't have two incomes or you just like doing that or that's your aspiration. I think it's pretty easy to get pretty far up in painting. And I use those diplomas a lot too. And listen, I be putting up those photo frames all the time and I don't know if I've ever filled them, but I put them up on my walls. The goal is to fill them. Maybe in a let's play that I eventually do, I'll fill them. I would like to do a 10 generations one. And I know I'm pretty late to the game, but I would love to do a Barbie generations. I love Barbie. I'm such a Barbie girl. I was a Bratz girl too when I was younger, but I've always been a Barbie girl too. Everyone should be a Barbie girl. Also, that plant that I just placed, one of my favorite plants in the entire game. I think it's wonderful. It's the best hanging plant that we have. That's like non-debug. It's awesome. I also really like that light. I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. And yeah, here I am fixing some of the stuff on the counters. Finally, I told you I'd go back to the kitchen. But yeah, here I am just kind of fixing it and cluttering it the way I want it. I definitely love the move objects for this kind of stuff because sometimes I really don't like the way that it auto places. Sometimes I keep it, but sometimes I do not like the way it auto places. Also, can we talk about how cute those mugs are? I always forget about them, but they are so cute. And they come on a few different cute little swatches. I actually chose the ones that are a little bit dirty. I imagine them like having it for breakfast that morning and then leaving it on the counter for the mom to wash later or whoever washes dishes. I also changed out that plant because I love that plant. I think it's from Eco Lifestyle. I changed it out from the tulips in the living room. And here I am just doing the bathroom downstairs. I always like to have like an extra shower because I feel like my Sims are always trying to take a shower at the same time or like trying to use the toilet at the same time. So that gets annoying. Also, you will always see me use these rugs. Since I got the bathroom clutter kit, I have used them in almost every single build. Like they're in both my bathrooms upstairs as well. Um, and you'll notice like I kind of like went with like a light pink theme in some of these rooms, like a little note of pink, especially in this bathroom. And then as I move upstairs, I for some reason like changed it into like yellows and oranges, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I went like the most basic picture in here, and it took me forever to find it. I cut out a lot of the like me looking for stuff, but it took me forever to like pick that out and find it for some reason. We have officially made it upstairs, and I chose to do the parents' bedroom first because of the big box, and I don't like boxes. No, I just don't like lots of space, and I really wanted to fill this. I actually switched out a lot of things in here, but I know that I used furniture from Get Together and Eco Lifestyle. I know for a fact I kept that bed, and I know for a fact that I kept that vanity. And those two rooms that are off to the side, one is going to become a ensuite bathroom, and then the other is going to become a walk-in closet for the parents. And I actually really loved how the walk-in closet turned out. It's just really cute. And I imagined like two parents, a child, and a toddler living in this house, and they're like a big little happy family, and they love each other, and you can see their styles coming out. Um, so yeah, I love doing family builds. I like playing with families, but I also love playing with like single people too, because I like to be funny. um, I've never used this painting up above the bed, but I really liked it. And those curtains again, I've used some curtains quite a few times in this build. I really like them. So I think I'm gonna let music play for a little bit and then come back in when I finish the parents' bedroom, closet, and bathroom. So just enjoy. All right. We're about to do the kids' room, and I love the kids' room. So, of course, I started off with a little bunk bed, and then I added the little toddler bed underneath. And I love that the toddler bed and the bunk beds clip together. I didn't end up using the other thing, but I did take out the little cubicle, and I think the cubicle is so cute. Even though you can't, like, it's not usable, I think it's a really cute, like, accessory, decoration. Here's me putting more stuff in the kitchen because why not? I found that little spice rack. I love using that. I always forget about it because I think it's pretty far down. I put the little high chair in there. Um, I changed the colors of a lot of this stuff, but this is me just trying to figure out how I want to place it. I really like the way this room turned out though, and I don't think I've done a kid's room like this before because typically I try to do like, I mean, it looks super colorful now, but just wait, it looks so good in the end. It wasn't really picking this, and this is the chair that started it all, not the pink, the black. I was like, oh, I love that little black bear. I don't think I've used him in black before. So then I was like, oh, I want black accents, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I made everything black in there, which is really weird for a child's room. It's you'd normally think of colors, and there's still colors in there. But I've never done like all black furniture in a child's bedroom, and I think it is so cute. And I'll definitely be doing it more because I love it. And I love the trees that came from Parenthood. I love the orange leaves, and I think they really tie into the orange and yellow that I started kind of going with in here. I love it. I think it's so cute. Um, I love that there was even an orange cloud lamp, and I love using the cloud lamps for children's rooms. Here I am moving on to the hallway, and I love decorating hallways. I think it's quick, simple, easy. Everyone should decorate their hallway. Oh, and there's that basket I think I was talking about. I don't remember if I talked about it in this video, but I love that basket just like I love the basket with the blankets and the pillows. I like the shelf that came with Eco Lifestyle too. I think Eco Lifestyle has some really great stuff in the pack. It is one of my favorite packs, like honestly. And it's not because I play the gameplay. I just love Eco Lifestyle. The stuff, the build buy. And that little planner I just hung, I'm pretty sure that's from Tiny Living, but it might be Blooming Rooms Kit, but I'm pretty sure it's Tiny Living. And here we are back in the backyard. Like I said, I'm gonna use that backyard pack stuff. I like that stuff. I don't use it all the time because I feel like it's more family vibes, but I definitely like it. And I actually end up moving around a lot of the stuff that I place back here because I forgot that I had wanted to add a little gate from the sidewalk over there. So I do end up moving that umbrella and chair setup, and I get rid of that one altogether because I don't need two chair setups in the backyard. I even moved the whole back deck around a little, other than I think the chair I kind of keep in the same kind of place. I end up changing a lot back here. I changed the pool up some. I think I even changed the pizza float, which is I love the pizza, but I guess it's gonna have to wait for another build. Um, and then I picked out these loungers. I actually picked out a few different loungers though. I don't think I stuck with those because I think I wanted something that was a little more blue. Back here, I really went with like the blues, yellows, and pinks to match the furniture that I had picked out. And like I said, I went with the yellow and white in the front yard, and you can still see that back here, and you can even see it in the furniture. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna let this build finish out with some music and just if you like this, you can find it on the gallery, like I said. Same one with my first video. And my gallery EA name is Cozy Amanda Panda, just like the YouTube channel. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want me to talk less and just play more music, or if you like the talking some. I like to try to say what packs are um used in this because I sometimes find myself watching videos and I'm like, what pack is that? I love that. And that's actually how I've come to buy some of my EA packs. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching the rest of this if you are watching. And I hope you will share, like, and subscribe. And I hope that you'll come and join me the next time I upload a video. And there will be a slideshow of the pictures that I have taken of every room in the game. So thank you. Bye.